All right, I just want to give some other tips on plumeria care and the things that we do. Um, these are just our opinions and what works for us. So, real quick, I just wanted to talk about pruning your plumerias or making cuttings, however you want to say it. This is one we just cut. This is probably 2 weeks ago. We did the cuttings because it was when they start getting too tall and their flowers are going to be real high. We don't want it that way. We want to be able to enjoy our flowers. So in that case, we start cutting them down again just to make them shorter so they'll branch out and get and stay the size we want. Plus I got to put all these away. So um so the basically what I want to talk about real quick is just cutting them off. This is one we just did 2 weeks ago. Like I said, we cut at an angle. We cut at an angle to make sure, again, as this dries out, the center will start shrinking in. And as that shrinks in, if you leave it up, water will collect and sometimes they can start to rot. So we like to cut them at an angle so just the water doesn't collect inside of those. That's one of those, the big things for us. Um, Also, my method that I've tried all different ways to cut these. I've tried kitchen knives, I've tried cutting the shears, I've tried a machete. And again, because these can be pretty soft, I find a lot of times with those, it'll end up cracking one side or the other, and then I gotta make another cut because we're trying to make this as clean as possible and not have cracks running through here. So this is my choice, my handy old Sawzall. Um, I use the metal blade. You could use any. I like using the metal blade just because it's got the small teeth and it smoothly cuts right through, keeps it nice and smooth. I'm not fighting it. It just like butter goes right through it. And again, so I don't end up cracking or splitting any of those edges. And that's the whole point I'm doing this is I'm trying to keep those edges from cracking. Um, Another thing, this is one of the cuttings off this plant. So might have even been this one. It is this. So we cut out a few because again, it was tall. So we made multiple cuts and all these will be used for cuttings for us to root. If you're gonna root this, again, what we've been doing is we've been letting it dry out. I want this to callus over and get nice and dry. And this is about ready to go now. So, and then once that calluses, we'll put some rooting hormone, put it in some dirt and wait for it to start rooting or start leafing out and then start growing another plant. But my big thing is I just didn't want people to be afraid of trimming these and cutting them. They can handle it. Again, with this bigger one, and I'll show you, a matter of fact, I'll show you right now another plant that we cut, not this winter, but this would have been, I just want to show you the growth it made last summer when we cut it that winter. And we cut it back hard. So I'm going to show that row to you. So I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, now I'm back. This is the plant I wanted to show everyone. This was a plant that we cut right before we put in for the winter last year. So we cut it, we put it away, not this last winter, but just the winter before that. And so this, I just want to show that this was the growth from last summer. All this growth. So here's where we cut, here's where we cut, here's where we cut, and here's where we cut. So all of these were all from last summer. So again, just to show people, surprise, this one had blooms too. After we cut it and all this growth last summer, you can see all of these had growth. Where these all split, we had flowers. These had blooms. So, I mean, this thing bloomed out. So just so know, even for a plant like this, we cut it. This is a hard cut back, but we enjoy looking at the flowers. And this plant had gotten so tall and so big that we couldn't see the flowers anymore. So anytime they get too tall, plus I got to put them away, I cut them down. And so, and again, this is a hard cut. And this is one summer. So I don't know what it's going to look like this summer. We're probably going to have to do another cut. So just to let people know, this is a hard cut. You can see how far back we cut. Now this one's a pretty established, pretty thick. So just to let people know, you can cut these back and then obviously plant the cuts. But I mean, if one's getting unruly and you're not happy with it, cut it back. Also, eventually these, where we cut, this will, as these get bigger, this will envelop. They almost disappear over time. So even though it looks a little weird, and if someone's like, oh, I don't really like the look of that, this is kind of one we use a lot for cuttings anyways. So that's why, yeah, it doesn't look that great. But again, over time, these will envelop, cover up, and you won't even see them anymore. So yeah, just to give people another idea of as far as cutting plumerias back and what you can do. Till next time.